So the war has been dragging on for 13 straight days. At this moment, as we speak, at least about 1,400 Israelis have died. Close to 4,000 Palestinians have been killed in a campaign of relentless air bombing that the state of Israel has resorted to over the Gaza Strip. An estimated 200 Israeli nationals and foreign nationals and many Israeli military men and women at this moment are being held hostage by Hamas after it took them captive in the incursion that it carried out on the 7th of October. The question, of course, is what is the end game? It's still pretty early to ask this question. Both sides have not charted out as to what they are trying to achieve. So let's take a look as to where the two sides stand. Let's consider the position of the Israeli nation first. The beleaguered Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pledged to wipe out Hamas from the face of the earth. And this is all that we know about Israel's plan, because once you ask for specifics, there is very little that Israel has in terms of answers. Now, the operation is named Operation Iron Swords. It is proving to be the most brutal campaign in Gaza, much worse than what Israel has carried out any time in the past. Israel has called up an estimated 360,000 reservists, and this number tells a lot about Israel's strategy. 3 regional officials familiar with the discussions between the United States and West Asian leaders have claimed that Israel aims to destroy Gaza's infrastructure completely, even if it comes at the cost of high civilian casualties. That must give you a glimpse of what Israel is trying to do here: destroy Gaza. Although it says that it wants to try and wipe out Hamas, but what is happening at this moment is that Gaza has been reduced to rubble. If Israel achieves its aims, the question is, what will a post-war Gaza look like? Who will govern the land that is in complete ruins? On the other side, Hamas seems to have a much more clearer picture in terms of what it wants. It launched its Operation Al-Aqsa Storm with 3 major aims. Firstly, to punish the Israelis for what the Palestinians have described and what the United Nations has described as illegal occupation of Palestinian lands. Secondly, to denounce any Arab normalization with the state of Israel. And thirdly, to secure an exchange to free all of its political prisoners currently being held in Israeli prisons. The hostage situation is, of course, key to understand. There are an estimated 200 to 250 Israeli citizens and foreign nationals, including many Israeli military personnel who are in Hamas's custody. Hamas wants to set up some kind of a prisoner exchange. This is a kind of a bargain that is fairly common between Israel and Hamas. In 2011, Israel had freed 1,027 Palestinians in exchange for just one captured Israeli soldier, Gilad Shalit. Now, there are currently 5,200 political prisoners who are held in Israeli prisons, and amongst them are 170 children. You should hear them again. 170 Palestinian children at this moment are in Israeli prisons, and there are 33 Palestinian women as well. About 554 of Palestinian detainees in Israeli prisons are serving life sentences. 1 in every 5 Palestinians has been sometime or another in their life been arrested and charged. Experts say that this war will reduce innocent people to bargaining chips. The seizure of so many hostages suggests that Hamas has a plan. The group has said that a prisoner exchange will not be discussed until the war ends. And Hamas's future can, of course, have 2 versions: where it is able to hold off the ground in Gaza, and secondly, it is forced to reside in one of its alliance lands. Both could definitely change the way West Asia looks like as of now. But at this moment, what is quite clear is that Israel has not put out in public domain as to what its strategy is to bring back the hostages that have been captured by Hamas. And this is causing a lot of friction within the Israeli public, who are demanding for immediate answers. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.